everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk About It with Renee. How y'all doing tonight? I appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank you to my subscribers, my 738 subscribers for tuning in tonight. Thank you all my viewers for watching as well. Viewers, please eventually turn into subscribers. Subscribers, please share this. I would like to thank and give a shout out to Cynthia Y. I love you, sweetheart. You are my biggest supporter. Janice French Brown, I love you, girl. You are like totally supporting me. I mean, you all are supporting me. I love you all. Yolanda, Keela, Lynn Mars, Bert, Sophia Brown, a lot of you all. I can't think of them all right now. I can't name them all, but I would like to thank you all for subscribing and watching my show. Oh, also Kimberly King. I would like to also thank her. I also like to thank Donna, my cousin Donna, and my cousin Brian. And I'd like to thank everybody else that's watching. Now, what am I drinking today, ladies and gentlemen? Guess what it is? As always, it's Zinfandel. White Zinfandel by Livingston. I'm waiting for you all to send me something else. Quentin is drinking orange juice. You know.
Special edition.
And look how he turned. Look. I need to really drink an extra sip. I promoted my show this week, and I said that Javian was going to be on my show. Javian just called me. Well, I just called Javian, and he said he's going to be about 20 or 30 minutes before he get here. I do not like to start my show late. That's not the kind of ship that I run. That's not the kind of captain that I am. I like to, if I tell you all, I'm going to start my show at 8 o'clock. I try my best to start my show at 8 o'clock. I'm not one of them kind of people that start their show. You say be here at 8 and they come at 8:20, 8:30. That's not cool because my show is normally over by 8:30. So, you know, I don't want to hold you all up that much, you know, but I also like to be prompt. Okay? Now, we're going to get into today's topic. Today's topic is I slept with my mother's husband. Okay, it says, hello, I am a 22-year-old woman with a major problem. I slept with my mother's husband. She has forgiven him and let him move back into the house, but she would not forgive me or let me move back into the house. She met him off the internet about a year ago, and she let him move in with us 4 months after she met him. When I first met him, he made a comment about me being thick. One day, I was cleaning up the house, and he asked me, did I have any panties on under my shorts? I asked him, why are you asking me that? He said, because your butt really shakes when you walk. I told my mother that he is making inappropriate comments towards me. My mother said, girl, he don't want you. He just playing. So one Saturday while my mother was at work, I was cleaning the house again, and he walked past me and he hit me on my butt. One thing led to another, and we started to make out. I had the music on while I was cleaning. We didn't hear my mother's car pull up, and I sure didn't hear her come in the house. She came into my room and she saw us. She was really upset with the both of us. She kicked us both out the house, and I apologized to her. She won't take my phone calls. She won't take my texts. It's been about 3 months, and she is still not speaking to me. But she has took him back in, and he is living in the house again. Why did she forgive him and not me? I feel so ashamed of my actions. Please help me get my mother back. Now, yikes. Let me have a drink, okay? Well, Quentin, let me see. Can you handle this kind of conversation?
Boy, yeah, go ahead.
What do you think? Okay, you want me to go first?
I go. It don't matter.
Go ahead.
First of all, I don't know why you did that. That's your mother. That's terrible. That's your mama. I wouldn't do that to my brother or my father.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just wouldn't.
Well, you know what? First off, I got to say scandalous. I don't care how many times you sit and apologize.
Yeah.
Hey, Francis, thank you for joining.
Dude, that's a done deal. If somebody do that to me, go ahead and sleep with my wife if you want to. See what happens. You might be dead.
Well, first off, I don't even think an apology is accepted in a situation like that. You slept with your mother's husband. Okay, which means you slept with your stepfather. What do you feel about that, Francis? She said that, her mom met this guy off the internet. She had been knowing him off the internet for about a year. She moved him in with them 4 months after she met him. And then he started making, derogatory comments about her, talking about you thick, your booty shake when you walk. She told her mama, she told her mom, and her mom said, he don't want you, he just playing. You know what I'm saying? So, the mom blew it off. So one day what happened? He walked past her while she cleaning up, pat her on the booty. She said one thing led to another, but I don't know how one thing could lead to another. I really don't know. Do you know? Can you not say, no, you my mom's husband, and I'm going to tell my mama that you coming on to me?
First of all, you shouldn't be wearing clothes like that in front of him anyway.
Right, Quentin. Right. Inappropriate clothing. Ain't that what we talked about before? Women who wear inappropriate clothing in front of their...
Like you want him to see, basically. You wearing shorts that come up to your thighs or whatever.
But you think about it, she have to have a level of respect now that there's a man in the house. Right. She was used to, I guess, walking around the house with no clothes on, just booty shorts or whatever she had on.
She said she just nasty.
she just nasty. Who want to sleep with their stepdaddy? Not me. Terrible. Good. Especially not the way I wouldn't even want to sleep with my real daddy. Yeah. I'm But she slept with him. And you know what? That goes around. That happens. Especially when there's no sense of authority in the house. I mean, Francis, do you think her dating this man off the internet and moving him in 4 months after she met him, you think that was cool on her part? Do you think that when, she went to her mom and told her mom that this guy was saying, you're thick, your booty shaking, do you think that her mom was wrong in disregarding that? Hey, Rebecca, how are you doing? I think the mother was wrong for disregarding that. I think the mama, when she said, he don't want you, that means to me, if my daughter was to come to me and say, hey, your husband is saying sexual things to me, he's talking about my butt, I'm not going to turn around and then say, he don't want you. I'm going to address that crap. First, I'm going to be like, what did he say? I mean, what did he do? She was there first. The daughter was there first. I understand that this is your husband, but you might have got you a pervert off the internet. What you think? Right. I think she, perverts come in all shapes and sizes, honey. You might have got you a pervert off the internet. You know what I'm saying? But do not give your mom time. Women, we choose men. I don't. I've never chose no man over you, have I?
No.
You hesitated. I don't know why you hesitate.
I didn't hesitate. I said no.
I ain't never put no man in front of my son. You understand? This is my ride or die to the day I die. You know what I'm saying? We go head to head, but you know what I'm saying? If he was to tell me, some crazy crap like, well, God, no, because it'll be a dude, because I'm married to a man now. But if he was a daughter, if he was my daughter, he was to come to tell me that my husband came on to him, I would be pissed off. What'd she say, Quentin?
Well, her mom should have checked him and sent his ass back where she got him from.
The internet.
Shaking my head.
She should have sent his ass back to the internet, for instance. You know what I'm saying? But why is it that women get mad at the children for the mistakes that their husbands and their spouse make? Why is it that the children...
Part of me want to say that's what she getting. Part of me want to say it don't.
Why you say that's what she gets?
The only reason why I say that's what she gets is because her daughter told her and she ain't say nothing. She basically said she didn't care pretty much. She said he ain't want you. Yeah, right. Okay.
I think she said it maybe like, he ain't, what did he see in you? Like,
and look what happened. Yeah, what he see in me now?
That's what happens. I know a situation kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? People do that stuff. That Zinfandel is good. But people do that kind of stuff, and it's a shame, and you need to give your mom time. I don't know if she could ever forgive you for that. I know the trust is probably broken forever. Do you all think her trust is broken forever?
Yeah.
The trust is broken forever.
Yeah, but you got to be mad at him too, though. You shouldn't have took him back in the house just yet.
Right, that's her problem. She said, "Why did he forgive him, and not her? Why did she forgive him?" Huh?
Hey,
what she
Donna.
saying? Hey Donna, cuzzo, how are you doing? Donna, we was talking about I received a letter and it said I slept with my mother's husband. This 22-year-old girl, she slept with her mom's husband. She said her mother had just been knowing him for about a year on the internet. You know, she met him off the internet. After she met him, 4 months into the relationship, she let him move in the house with them. You know, and he started making comments about her being thick. You know, and she went to her mom and told her mom that he's making inappropriate comments to her. And the mother was like, he don't want you. He just playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long it took, but she said she was in the house cleaning up one day. He walked past her and popped that booty. Hit her on the booty. And she said one thing led to another and they ended up having sex. And the mom walked in and caught him. Kicked them out. Kicked both of them out. You know, but she won't answer her daughter's phone call, take her daughter's text. But her daughter said that she don't took the husband back. The husband is living back in the house now. You know what I'm saying? She's like, why did her mom forgive her husband but can't forgive her? You know, that's what she wants. No, she wants her mother back. She wants her mother back. She said that she feels ashamed for what she's done. You know, so what do you do? What do you tell her? You know, sometimes you bite off more than you can chew. And sometimes some things you do you just can't come back from. You know, you just can't come back from it, you know. So what made you want to sleep with this man's wife? I mean, this your mother's husband. Why would you want to sleep with your mother's husband? Why? You know, that's crazy.
Especially if I think you ugly. I'm not sleeping.
What does ugly have to do with it?
Looks.
What does looks got to do with it?
I'm not gonna sleep with any random looking thing I see. No, ew. Whoa. Ew.
Well, you know, that goes back to the question he was telling us before that, you know, girls at college campus, when he go to visit his homeboys, they be wearing little skimpy things in front of them, you know, boy shorts and inappropriate things, you know, and with him being a young man, he say he look. He say he look. You know, hey Will, hey William Moore, how you doing? You know, why do the mother should have stopped the daughter first off from wearing inappropriate clothes in front of this man? You know, go put some clothes on. We got a man in the house now. You know what I'm saying? So for her to turn around and sleep with her mom's husband, and then, you know, she wanted to do it. She wanted to do it. Ain't no way in God's green earth could you make me be attracted to anything that my mother is attracted to. I don't care if he look like The Rock. I ain't attracted to him because you like my mama. Ew, yuck. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you should have never slept with your mother's husband, darling. So, you did the crime, now you got to do the time. You know what I'm saying? You did the crime, you did the time. And what you need to do is get on your knees and ask God to forgive you and never do it again. I know you're 22 years old and you got a long life ahead of you. No telling what you're going to be doing when you're 32, 10 years from now. But don't make that mistake ever again. Don't ever make that mistake again. What do you think, Donna? You know, do you think the mom should forgive the daughter for sleeping with her husband? I don't know. But, you know, I wouldn't have to worry about that with my son. But if I had a daughter and she was, you know, 22 years old and my husband, she ain't wearing no booty shorts in the house. I mean, it's a level of respect. You shouldn't have to tell her, hey, go put some clothes on. She should know that there's a man in the house now and I'm going to have to put some clothes on.
That's why I said that's what she get.
What, the mother?
Mm-hmm. She let her daughter, you can't do stuff like that. Especially if she is thick, wearing short shorts around the house and expect us not to look or make a comment. I'm going to make a comment, definitely, and we're going to look. You can't expect that not to happen. Now, sleeping, she went too overboard with it. But at the same time, you ain't say nothing to him about it.
So if I put some booty shorts on and walk around the house and listen to some music, you looking at me too?
You my mama, no.
Right. That's what I'm saying. She should have looked at that man as her mama's man and been like turned off. No matter what. And he should have loved the woman enough to not, no matter what that girl had on, he should have been able to control his dingalingy wingy.
That's another thing too.
What?
What you just said.
He should have been able to control his dingalingy. You know what I'm saying? What kind of man was that anyway that you married off the damn internet? You just met this man. You moved him in 4 months after y'all met.
Weirdo.
And he's a weirdo. You move him in 4 months after y'all meet, okay?
How old is her mama and him?
She didn't say. She just said that she was 22 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you got to be at least 12 years old to have a kid, right? So let's say her mom could be what? Maybe 40 something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, maybe 39-ish. Somewhere in the age group to where she think that man look fine enough to sleep with him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's crazy. And Donna, she knew better. You're right, she did. She knew better. What you say? She overstepped
her boundaries.
Both of them overstepped their boundaries. In your mama's house. Donna, you know for yourself, I ain't ever done nothing like that in my mama's house. I was too scared. You know what I'm saying? Not only was I too scared, I didn't want to disappoint nor disrespect her. Because I ain't want no black eye. I ain't want my eye black. But no, you know what I'm saying? If your mom, if she can't forgive her, then that's just something she has to face, right? Because the boundaries are crossed, right, Donna? It's just something she has to face, right?
Yeah.
You think that you could ever let your son come back to your home knowing that he slept with your woman?
I had to go through it first, probably not.
He said, Daddy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You walk in and he's smashing boots. You know what I'm saying? He got it bent over from the back. Smash, smash, smash. He said, oops, I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry.
I might have to fight him.
You got to put
some boxing gloves on. We got to box. And I'm going to beat her. I'm going to fight you, too.
You going to beat him up?
She gone.
She said, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
Gone. Bye.
What if she said, you don't show me no attention, that's why I did it?
Yeah, whatever. Bye.
What about the kids?
Bye. You give visitation. Bye.
And he said she give visitation, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? That's the boat you put yourself in. You reap what you sow. Right, y'all? She reaps what she sow. You did it. Face the consequences. If it land your butt in prison mentally with your mom where she ain't messing with you for a couple of years, you got to go through that, right? She got to go through it. That's just her fault, Viewers, subscribers, what do you think about that episode? I slept with my mother's husband. Who does that? Nobody I know does that. You know what I'm saying? But I know people that's like not my friends. You hear about things that other people do. You see them like, hey, they da-da-da-da. But nah, I ain't never been the one to sleep with nothing my mama wanted, honey. I ain't never been the one to want to sleep with anything my sisters wanted. Ugh, no thank you. Because we all have different taste in men. None of us have the same taste in men. So I don't want to sleep with my sister's husband. You know what I'm saying? Or my sister's boyfriend. Or my niece's boyfriend. I don't want to sleep with nobody in my family. Nobody. You don't cross boundaries. You got to be raised with some kind of respect. At the end of the day, that's her fault. Okay. So, I have a question of the day, and then we'll end the show. I always like to ask a question before the show ends. And my question of the day is, do you believe the way a man treats his mother is the way he would treat his wife? Now, I have been married twice, okay? First marriage lasted 18 years. My second marriage is going on, 14? Almost 13-ish, somewhere. Both of them men are different. You know what I'm saying? And I truly believe that the way you treat your mama is the way you're going to treat your spouse. Because this dude right here, he going to have some order in his house. I don't see him tolerating disrespect. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be disrespectful? Tolerate disrespect? No? You gonna lay the law down?
I mean, if we playing or whatever, then yeah, that's different.
If you don't buy your mama nothing, you 9 times out of 10 ain't gonna buy your woman nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't go by your mama's house regularly, 9 times out of 10 you ain't gonna be messing with your wife, communicating with your wife regularly. You know what I'm saying? I really find it true to believe a way a man treats his mother is the way he would treat his wife. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if that man is disrespectful, I hope he ain't got the coronavirus.
Come on, yeah.
Coughing all on me. Oh my God. I should have a daggone mask on my face.
Don't wish that on me.
What? I ain't wishing that on you. Look, coughing and
I cough like
breathing out heavy. I don't know what's going on with you.
Don't wish that on you. Act like you don't know I'm sick.
I ain't wishing that on you.
Don't wish that on me.
I ain't wish that on you.
You better not wish it on me. Carry on.
You shut up.
Carry on.
Ooh, see, that's what happened when you got a son. Anyway.
Nah, Carry on. Thank you.
As I was saying, I believe that the way a man treats his mother is the way a man would treat you. You know what I'm saying? If you see a man disrespecting his mother, talking back to his mother, saying disrespectful things, 9 times out of 10, when y'all get into it, he gonna be doing the same thing to you. You know what I'm saying? If you see a man that puts his mama in check, you know what I'm saying, in disrespect, and disrespecting his sisters, and disrespecting his aunties, 9 times out of 10, he gonna disrespect you. But know this, a man ain't ever supposed to put nobody in front of you. Know this, God says a man strays from his mother and father and clings to his spouse. That means he's clinging to his woman. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's supposed to interfere with that. I sit and I tell my son that when he gets married, I have to know my role as a woman, as his mother. I'm not to overpower his wife. I'm not to overthink his wife. I'm not to overrule his wife. Because if I do that, I'm going to end up losing my son. You know what I'm saying? So I have to know the lane that I'm supposed to stay in. When he married his queen, I'm supposed to back down. Of course, I don't want nobody hurting my son. Nobody wants their son hurt. You know what I'm saying? But at the same sense, you go through trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? But I don't ever want my son to put me in front of his wife. That ain't the way God intended it. And as far as me, I'm supposed to know my role as his mother. They're going to come to you and tell you things that's going on, but you got to know your children too. You got to know, you know you did that to her. That's why she's going off on you. You know, if you know your child enough when they come to you with their spouse problems or their relationship problems, you can't always take up for them when you know they're damn dead wrong. You know, some of the things these kids, grown-ups, we allow our children to do because they are our children, they wrong. We're wrong. We cannot just take up for them all the time. Hey, Jazz. How are you doing tonight? Nicole's not here, girl. She's sick. Her tooth hurt. You know, so I thought Javian was going to tune in with me, but he put me an okie doke at the last minute. So I got Cool right here standing in for me. But I was saying I don't want my son's woman to ever feel like, you know, you putting your mama in front of me because he's not supposed to. He's not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know the Bible enough. You know, we get caught up in our own ways and thinking that, you know, you my son. No, you supposed to know you. They're not. No, we're not. You understand what I'm saying? I'm supposed to know my role when it comes to my son's wife. You know what I'm saying? My son going to be a good man anyway to his woman because he knows if he don't, I don't have no respect for him. You're not a man to me if you can't take care of your wife. Okay, it's good to work. She got to, you know, in case he needs to, he get laid off or something, and you know he needs her to help him. Of course, he wants an educated woman. He's supposed to have an educated woman, but that woman should also have the right whether she wants to work or whether she don't. I don't believe in that modern crap. It's 50-50. She should pull her load. Where is that at in the Bible? Where is that at? He said we were to compliment the man and to be their helper. Compliment. We supposed to look good beside them, okay? Helper is when they fall short, they get laid off, a bill get behind. We supposed to say, you know what, babe, I got you. You know what I'm saying? We should have the right to say, you know what, I don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't want to work, it's okay. These modern dudes just get on my nerves with all that mess. You know what I'm saying? I always talking about they won't, hey, Keela, how are you doing, sweetie? You know what I'm saying? I feel like men supposed to be our kings and we supposed to be their queen. But I cannot submit to a man that disrespects me. Okay? I cannot fulfill God's fulfillment for me if my husband is being disrespectful and saying disrespectful things and I'm supposed to be like, that ain't the time we live in. But I'm going to be generous with it. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you cannot expect a woman to submit when you're doing disrespectful things. Okay, that works a two-way street, you know, but you have to have God in your life at some point in order for the relationship to even have some kind of stable foundation. You know, I want Quentin to have a nice family. You know what I'm saying? I want him to have God in his children's life. That's a must to me. A good job is great, but a good job don't save your life. Being God's friend saves your life. I want him to be God's friend. Then his family will be God's friend. And his wife will be God's friend. You know what I'm saying? And they can be in harmony with each other. And they'll both know their roles. And everybody argues when they're in relationships. That's just part of us because, you know, we all got to take time to get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? But we sometimes as humans, we say hurtful things to our spouse. You know what I'm saying? And they say, oh, I didn't hurt you. How do you know it didn't hurt me? How do you know what you say don't hurt your spouse? Take a look in the mirror and know that God is watching everything that we say and we do in this world. And guess what? At the end of the day, folks, what? He ain't what? He ain't happy. He ain't happy. So, let's respect each other, you know what I'm saying, and love each other and try to coexist with each other and stop sleeping with mama's husbands. And y'all, you would be surprised some of the letters that I get. I get a stack of them. And sometimes I have to read these letters to my girlfriend because I be like, what the hell? What? I can't believe, should I read this? Should I say this? Maybe I shouldn't say this. You know what I'm saying? And because some of the disrespectful letters that I get from people that disrespect each other, you know what I'm saying, is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And when do we stop the cycle of that? You know what I'm saying? Everybody say they want to live forever, but nobody wants to do what it really takes to get there. Do we? We can't love our neighbors. You ain't gonna open the door for that man that's trying to go into the store. You ain't gonna do it, but I do. You ain't gonna hug those people. Don't hug me, don't touch me. I touch you. I hug you. I stand and talk to you for 2 or 3 hours. It don't matter to me, because at the end of the day, I don't serve man. And I serve God. You know what I'm saying? And I drink my Zinfandel, and then God said ain't nothing wrong with Zinfandel, but I do. Hey, listen, long as I don't indulge in it, anybody can drink wine. It's the way you conduct yourself when you drink. You know what I'm saying?
And I got my Zinfandel.
Quentin is not allowed to drink till he's... hey, Michelle, how are you? You doing good, girl? I'm waiting for you, Michelle, to be on my show, girl. I'm waiting for you. God told us to love each other. And when you see that you're not getting loved the way God intended, when you're doing your part as a wife, and you're cleaning, even though you're working, you still coming home washing dishes, you still coming home cooking, you still coming home doing more than the average, and then you want to spend time with your husband, you want to spend time, and you ain't getting that. You understand what I'm saying? You don't get married to be called names, okay? You don't get married to somebody for them to be outstandish with you. You don't get married to someone for them to turn around and look at another woman and touch another woman on their ass. It's disrespectful. But people, remember, God sees all. Trust me. We want God to punish people right now. We want it. But that ain't the way God works, because if he did that, we would be the master. He would be the slave. And God is no slave to us. We his slaves. He gonna get them. He see the name calling. He see the disrespect. He says that he counts the tears that rose from our eyes. Don't think God is going to let people get away with the things that they're doing to you. He said vengeance is his. But when do we stop being vengeful? When do we stop being hateful? When do we push it all the way back to biblical times and we really truly help our neighbors? I know the world is crazy, and you can't really trust people. But when you under the influence of God, you think God going to let you fall? When he got all them angels up there in the heavens, what do you think their job is? To let God's people suffer? No, that's not what God is about. You know what I'm saying? And for those that don't know, I try to put the Lord first, but sometimes I fall short. We all fall short because we're imperfect. You know what I'm saying? But the abuse sometimes that we women endure from husbands because we love them.
You don't get married to be controlled either.
Right, Michelle. You know what I'm saying? Michelle. Ooh, girl. I know a lot of men that feel like they are entitled for you to kiss their ass because they work, okay? They want you to kiss their ass because they are the main breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? Why? Why should you control me and throw in my face things when that's not what I married you for? When do you get to flip the switch and tell me that I can't do something and you can't do these things because you make more money than I do, or I'm the breadwinner? When? We supposed to be treated like queens. Don't y'all remember the pharaohs and the Nefertiti? All them people. When did we start letting us take so much crap from men? I ain't got nothing against my men, but damn, they wasn't raised by wolves. But the way they act sometimes, Michelle, I think some of them is raised by wolves. You know what I'm saying? I love people, period. Men, women, children. Anybody that know me know that I can go to Walmart at 9 o'clock in the morning and I'd be leaving out at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because I talk to everybody. And I always try to brighten somebody's day with a hug. And sometimes people don't receive that. People don't want me touching them. And see what Michelle say. He told us to love one another. God is love. Love you, girl. Let me tell you something. God ain't built on nothing but love. He ain't a liar. He don't lie. He said vengeance is his. He coming for them. They don't recognize it. Because he's coming like a thief in the night, y'all. Everybody going to be doing everything that they continue to do on earth. Everyday things. And he going to come and sneak up on you. He going to spank that booty. And guess what? It's going to be too late then. You know what I'm saying? There's false prophets all over the world. You know what I'm saying? I try to live in God's light. I am a sinner. But ain't that what the Pharaohs asked Jesus? Why are you sitting amongst the poor, the fornicators, the adulterers? And what did Jesus say? Because those are the ones that need my help the most. Jesus loves us. We just got to love him enough to show it. The devil reaped this earth. Fornication, pornography, adultery, murder, embezzlement, rape, molesting, name calling, disrespect. Nobody wants to be a true father to their children anymore. You know what I'm saying? Half the world strung out on crack and opium. And then the ones that ain't strung out gotta suffer for it. I can't get no prescription because everybody gotta suffer for what a handful of people do. Don't get caught up in the cycle, people. Be better than that. You know, sometimes I know it's hard for us, you know what I'm saying, to let people get away with things when we know that we're in the right and people try to hurt us. But we think about what they did to Jesus. I know what you mean. Yeah, Michelle, right? Hey, Victoria, how are you? You know, if we sit and remember, Jesus didn't harm nobody. All he was good. And he tried to shed that light on everybody in the world. And look at what happened to him. He said, if you're his people, you will be ridiculed. You will go through something. Because the devil ain't wanting everybody in the world. He wants you. He wants you. He wants the ones that's trying to serve God. He wants the ones that is praying to God every morning to help them through the day. He wants the ones that is praying over their food. You know what I'm saying? And remembering the Passover, the memorial. Those are the ones that the devil wants. He don't want the fornicators. He don't want the murderers. He don't want the alcoholic, the crackheads. He wants you, the one that's struggling to do God's will. Make him a liar. God said, let me reply to the one that taunts me. You know who taunts God? The devil. Because when we do wrong, the devil sit up there, ha, 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 ha. Look at him. You thought he was your people. But when we do right, God say, look at her. She shined through. He said he don't forget what we do for him. So the smallest little thing that we do for God, he said he remembers. So you think he going to punish you, destroy you, knock you out of this system? Because he said if you do something for him, he remembered. And remember what kind of God we serve. He's loving. He's kind. He's generous. Look at what he gave us. We wasn't put here. God didn't take a woman from his rib. A man, he didn't take a rib from a man and make a woman as beautiful as he made us to be knocked around, to be mistreated, to be called names, to have to stand on our feet 8 and 18 damn hours a day trying to pull a load that the man is supposed to pull. He punished them for sinning. He said, you will work and burst sweat from your head, and you will have bad hands and calluses on your head. He said that's what a man would do. He said we will have hard childbirth. You understand what I'm saying? He punished the both of us, but he punished us differently. You know, hey, Emmanuel, how are you? So sometimes we have to think, is getting caught up in this world worth it? Is it really worth it? You know, is it worth not open the door for someone when God said love your neighbor? He said do unto others as you wish to have done unto yourself. So when you can't be nice to people and you all about the money and you all about success, remember what God said about that. What did he say, Michelle? It's better for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. Visualize that, how small the eye of a needle is. And for a camel with a big hump in his back to fit through that little needle. He said it's easier for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. I don't want to be rich. Jesus was rich. He was rich righteously. He didn't wear the Pharaoh's clothes. He was rich rightfully and righteously through God's will. Amen. Okay? Anyway, that's enough preaching for the day because I could go on, honey. Woo, we talk about the Lord. He make me feel good. He make me feel good. But listen, what do you all think about the show for today? I'd like to thank my viewers, Emmanuel, Michelle, Keela, Donna, Will, all of you all for tuning in. You know, if you ever have a question that you would like to ask me, I'm more than happy to answer it. But I may tell you none of your damn business. I tell you about your business. I may and I may not answer, just depending on how disrespectful you are with your question. Anyway, what do you all think about the show tonight? I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can go live on YouTube, okay? I have about maybe 200 more subscribers to go before I can get to YouTube. After I air this episode on Facebook tonight, it will no longer be on Facebook. I will delete it, and you have to go to YouTube to watch it. I'll put it back on Facebook under YouTube, and then when you click, it'll take you right to YouTube, and then I can get some points for it. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm about 200 and something away from 1,000. So I thank my 738 subscribers. Man, that's a little school following, subscribing to me. That's a little school I got tagging along behind me. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm nothing without you. I love you, Michelle. You're my friend. I've been knowing you since first grade. I ain't going to ever turn my back on you. I love you. And I will always be there for you. And one day we're going to hit the road. Thelma and Louise style, girlfriend. I love my friends from Bluefield. Emmanuel, I've been knowing you since the, 5th grade? 4th grade? Something like that. You delicious looking chocolate piece of thing, you. Go to Crown, Nissan, get a car. He'll be the man to hook you up. And I think it's Crown, right, Emmanuel? You work at Crown Nissan, right? I think it's Crown Honda, right? He'll hook you up. Give this man some what do they call it? Commission. He does good, and you will know who he is when he walk in because he's fine. Aunt Donna, I love you, sis. I can remember you sitting on Aunt Rita's couch eating some macaroni with some chicken, and you used to put hot sauce on top of your chicken. I'm like, why is the chicken fried and you put hot sauce on it? You'd be like, because I like it that way. I love you, sis. My home is open. All you have to do when you need a break is just call me. Let's go somewhere and let's do something. We all need to breathe. Don't let this world consume us. We're dying from being consumed, y'all. Don't keep falling into the trap. Take a day to yourself. Take a day. I love you. Take a day with me. Let's go to the park and walk. You know, let's go do something, you know. But I love you all. You know what I'm saying? Victoria, I've been knowing you from Bluefield. Let me tell you. Bluefield, Mountain Tough. I love y'all. I ain't going nowhere. And I'm going to tell you what I do remember. I will remember you all. If I ever, I'm going to put it in the universe, I'm going to remember Emmanuel, Keela, Michelle, Victoria, Donna, Will, all of y'all going to be in my audience in the front row, honey. We're going to have us some drinks, honey. And it's all, my show going to be all about those who supported me and why you felt the need to support. I appreciate you all because you don't have to do it. Without you all, I'm a blank page. I'm nothing. I love you. Thank you for subscribing. I'm going to drink this last glass of Zinfandel, baby. And then I think I might go on up here and we're going to do some editing to this. And then we're going to see it on YouTube about maybe midnight tonight. Okay? I love you all. If you all have any questions, if you have anything you'd like to talk about, I am here. You know, it's just my opinion. It ain't nothing I say law. What Michelle say, yep, I've been knowing you since the first grade. Ready to go? I'm ready to go, girl. Donna, you know I love you. Listen, Victoria's self-care is not selfish. Hey, baby, let's roll. Let's live a little longer than some of the people that we know. You know, let's do a little better. Let's do a little better. Let's do a little better. And let's take some stress off. Stress is the #1 killer amongst us. It's not heart attacks. Heart attacks are caused by stress. Depression. Worrying. Why? Let's take some time out of it. Let's party. Let's get some things together and go somewhere, y'all. Let's do this one day. Maybe 2. And just breathe. And then when you think of things that is negative, maybe we can remember the time we shared and the time we had together. My home is always your playground. You're always welcome here to a glass of Zinfandel. I love you. Tune in next Sunday for another live episode at 8 o'clock. Anytime any one of you want to be a guest on my show, you're more than welcome. My chair is open, you know, and I love you all. Without you, I'm nothing. Just remember that. Till next time, Let's Talk About It with Renee. I hope you all take care, love one another, pray to God, and He'll build your team. You can't go wrong with God in your life. Trust me. I've tried. And guess where my path led me right back to? God. So don't forget about it. Pray tonight. I love you all. Have sweet dreams. Till next time. Have a good night, y'all. Bye-bye.